Look, I know a lot of you guys are tired of Doug just like I am, man. So I coined the phrase Dumb Doug. And now we have some merch to go with it. So Dumb Doug collection is now available. The link will be in the description. Go on over, copy some Dumb Doug collection merch, whatever. Or go grab some Philly the podcast merch. We got it all over there. Support the channel. I appreciate it. But let's get into the video, man.
This is for you.
All right, so we're in the off season, boys. I know the playoffs are, gonna be happening. I don't care. We're not in them. Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, you mad? Look at you. You mad. You big mad. I'm happy. Leave me alone.
So this is off season talk, baby. Hashtag off season talk. We're going to see the 3 moves that I think can make the Eagles turn this ship around. Will help the Eagles turn this ship around, at least I should say. We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it very simple. I'm going to be on my boy Bashir Randall's channel. We're going to be talking a little bit of Nets versus Sixers, just some fun trash talk. It should be a lot of fun. But this video, I was thinking about it and I was like, what are some things I would do? We could go over signings. We can go over all of that. But these 3 moves, I think, can just, fix what we have. And I'll go over why. So the first move that I think is going to be very, very important for us is picking a defensive coordinator that can use what we have. Now, I know a lot of people are, oh, let's go get this guy. Let's run this scheme. Let's do that. The Eagles are not in a good cap situation. So we are, that's obvious. But we're going to be looking at the draft and a lot of young players and a lot of players that are on the team already to fix what's wrong in Philadelphia. So we need somebody that can come in, get the best out of this core. So somebody that can get the best out of Kayvon Wallace, somebody that can get the best out of even Jalen Mills if he's going to be on this team next year. Get the best out of Josh Sweat, get the best out of this defensive line and linebacker core. Like I said, this draft, I really want Micah Parsons, so that might be something nice to give a new defensive coordinator. But outside of that, we're not going to be able to give him much in the way of free agency or trades even. You have Darius Slay. You have a very solid defensive line, depending on who's going to stay, who's going to leave. And then we have that 6th pick. And if that goes towards the defense, boom, you have that as well. But we can't give him too much, so we need someone that can just come, see what we have, see the green pasture, you know what I'm saying, and just water our grass. We don't need somebody to just lay out new turf. We need somebody to come water these young, rookies and help them grow, because that's what we really need right now. So that's my number 3, is to get a defensive coordinator that can use what we have. Now, number 2, I think everybody can agree with this one, is we need to go out there and get Doug an offensive coordinator, all right? A lot of people say, let's give Deuce the job. And I love Deuce. Deuce is my guy. Obviously a fan favorite, but I just don't know what he is as an offensive coordinator. He's never done it. His title right now, his role right now is so murky that we could be in the same situation even if he is the offensive coordinator. For him to be on the staff as long as he is, for him to have no say in that department, it's kind of for him to never have had say either. And it's not just through Doug. So I know a lot of people will say, well, Doug's held near and dear to it, which he has, but it's been more than just Doug. This is obviously not his first staff with the Philadelphia Eagles. So we have to be honest about that. It's not something you want to bet on. I feel like our offensive coordinator position, we need someone that is firm in his standing. Like he's a guy that's a veteran at the slot, but also someone that is willing to give up a little bit. Someone that's not, coming in and saying it's going to be my show, or, like we don't need another Doug, basically is what I'm saying. I need somebody that has that experience, but is willing to work with others. Obviously, I'm kind of referring to 2017. That's what we had. We had the perfect staff. as far as, just how our team works. So we have to revert back to that. We have to have somebody that Doug will listen to, not necessarily someone that will overshadow Doug. But, we've all been in that situation where we do something, and sometimes you don't need somebody to come and tell you, hey, nah, just do it like this. They just need to be right next to you and be like, I would do it like this, but you doing good. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Doug kind of got a little bit of I don't know. I feel he a little soft. You don't want somebody coming in and telling him he just doing it wrong. He just needs another bug in his ear that he can respect. So that's what I need. So number 2, I'm going to say, is we need to get an offensive coordinator that can coexist with Doug Peterson. Now, number 1, I feel like number 3 and number 2 are very realistic. Number 1 is probably not going to happen. I think everybody wants this to happen. We need to fire Howie Roseman. I'm tired of it, man. I am tired of Howie, man. Howie is going to ruin this draft. I have every bit of confidence in him in that regard, that he will ruin this draft for us if we allow him to. They just had a meeting today, so I'm waiting on some news as far as what Howie and maybe Lurie and Doug maybe were talking about. Hopefully that sheds a little bit of light on this upcoming draft. Look, man, I don't think we need a brand new person to go look at draft prospects and to draft for us. We need someone that's going to just listen to the people that are put in place to do that job. If you look at the names that were brought up, not just by Jim Schwartz, not just by Doug Peterson, not just by, coaching staff alike. If you look at who the scouts were looking at, and you can find those. I don't have any on hand, but I remember, like I said, you can look them up. They're very easy to find. If you look at what our scouting reports were on a lot of players, it was right in front of them. It was right in front of him, and he chose to go other ways. So we do not need Howie. We don't need another Howie. We don't need another GM necessarily. If Howie says, I'm gone, don't worry about it, I'll be in the back, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know who you guys pick, and I'll work out on the contract. Then maybe Howie can stay. Maybe Howie is okay. Work on the contracts, get us out this hole, and we'll reevaluate after next year. But if you're going to be picking people, if you're going to just not change any of your power, this is not going to work, Howie. This is not going to work. I could go a whole video on just why Howie should not be here. But that's my number 1, is we need to either fire Howie or get rid of his power when it comes to draft day. All right? I don't know if anybody's seen A Bronx Tale, but in A Bronx Tale, there was a scene where my man's was shooting dice, you know what I'm saying? And they threw him they threw this big dude in the bathroom and locked the door. Said, don't look at me while I'm shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I need from Doug. That's what I need from Jeffrey. That's what I need from whoever our new defensive coordinator is. All of our staff needs to look at Howie and say, bruh, don't look at me while we shooting dice. All right? That's what I need from Philadelphia Eagles. Those are the 3 things I think can turn this franchise around, and pretty quickly, man. I think we have talent. It's just this coaching is abysmal, and the power struggle. The power struggle is crazy right now, man. And shout out to Philly media, man. Y'all wilding right now, bro. Y'all need to stop with all these lies. But I'll probably do a video about that a little bit later, because that just crazy. Y'all just making stuff up for no reason. But other than that, y'all let me know the 3 things you would change. What are 3 things you would do to fix this franchise over the offseason? But other than that, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. We are so close to 1K. I love all of you guys. Make sure you hit all the links in the description. Go cop you some Dumb Doug gear, some Philly the podcast gear, all in there. It all supports the channel and helps out a lot, man. But yeah, you know what it is, man. It's Fly Eagles Flying. We are out here. Peace.
What's going on, everybody? John Dornbos here of the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to say thank you to all the great fans in my journey of holding the most consecutive games in Philadelphia Eagles history with 162. And with that, let's give a shout out to the Philly podcast and Philly Fresco. May all you rock on, baby. Hey, I'm John Dornbos. Go Birds.